All right, y'all. All right. We are live on this beautiful Tuesday afternoon. Blessings to everybody in the name of Jesus, Yeshua the Messiah. Even if you are not religious, I still pray you and your family are super blessed, because that's how I roll. I love all of you guys. Bless all of you guys. Thank you so much for being here right now on the live, as Bitcoin is right now consolidating, waiting to make another move. A huge shout out to everybody right now in the chat. I want to give a big shout out to my man, Design Aspects. A huge ass shout out. Did I say huge ass? I didn't mean to say that. I meant to say aspects. I said huge aspects, but it sounded like huge ass. So, you know. Reminds me of this one time when I was a kid, I said, oh shit, by accident. I meant to say, oh shoot, but literally the wrong vowel came out, and I was in the car with my dad. He took his hand, he went, don't you ever say that again. He like popped me right in the chest. I'm like, I didn't mean to say it. Well, that's enough profanity for this stream. Shout out to Ben, my man. Bitcoin going to 50K. Shout out to Ajaz Ali, who's bullish. Shout out to Aaron G, 135 weight, and Aaron G, my man, holding it down with the wrench. Shout out to Crypto Pump It. Yeah, I did hit a take profit on these longs yesterday, guys. So, as you can see, this long hit a TP. This long also has hit the TP as well. So, hit another TP on that, on this guy last night. Just a small little TP here, guys. Just a small little TP. All right. Shout out to everyone in the chat right now. Shout out to Lucky Jim Bob 111. Shout out to Fabio. Shout out to Ja Field. What is going on, Ja Field? Shout out to Pasternak 88. Shout out to the shout outs. Jared the Great. Shout out to Baba Voss. Shout out to Osama Alvaro. Shout out to Umar Mir. He says, Jason, what is going on, my man? Shout out to Straightway Life. Bitcoin going to 30K. Let's see, man. I'll be honest with you. I am not as bearish as I want to be, bro. I want to be more bearish here. We're going to get into it, all right? Shout out to Buck Carathers. Shout out to Ja Field. Fabio, looking for a short. Well, I'll be honest with you guys. Look, I was looking for shorts too. We came up to a level. I actually did take a short scalp from the level. I'm hesitant to show it because I got my stop loss here too. I don't want people to stop hunt me. All right, but what the heck? Here we are live on the YouTube. Let's go, baby. All right, in a little short, shooting for a pretty low target, as you can see. Already locked in a profit. Worst case scenario, this trade will be closed out in a $200 win right now. Okay. Shout out to Kevin Anderson. Where can you trade in the US? You can trade on pretty much any exchange that does not require KYC, so long as you use a VPN. So for me, I'm trading right now on MEXC. Huge shout out to MEXC. The best deal on fees right over here on MEXC. Link in the pinned comment in the chat, also in the description. I'm also trading on good old ZoomX, guys. All right, ZoomX. These are the two exchanges I'm trading on right now where I have open trades. I also do trade on BingX. All right, so all the links for that stuff in the description and the pinned comment. Also, guys, if you want to join the Casper crew, where we did give the juicy short trade in advance, as well as this long trade of the reclaim of $40,800, which I am currently in right over here, you can go to JasonCasperTrading.com to join the community. JasonCasperTrading.com. Go ahead to click the link. There's an entire beginner's course in here. Great for people who are new to these markets, who don't want to get wrecked, who want to start off on the right foot. Okay, you will learn everything you need to learn to, at the very least, not get wrecked in here. Okay. All right. Now that we've shilled everything we need to shill, shout out to my man Tony English. Shout out to Mohid Sadique. He says, I'm using MEXC and NY. Shout out to Tess Kid is Crypto. Let's pump it, baby. Shout out to Dracone from Spain. What is going on? Shout out to Ayaz KJ Blog, long or short. I'm currently in 2 Bitcoin shorts and 2 Bitcoin longs. All right. Can you trade in Canada with leverage? Yes. You just need to make sure that you're using an exchange that does not require KYC and that you are also using a VPN. What about FEMEX? I do not use FEMEX. I don't like it. I've had problems with slippage on FEMEX. I've had orders as small as $250,000 not get filled. And also, when I try to market it on FEMEX, I get the spinner. I try to mark it into trade. It's loading. It's loading. By the time my trade is entered into, I've missed the dang move. Okay, not a fan of MEXC. All right, shout out to Straightway Life. Straightway Life, you're giving me hope, man. Okay, you're giving me bearish hope. Shout out to Houston. Maybe I should clip the audio from that stream where I said I'm going short. Yeah, I could clip the audio from that stream. That's true. That's true. All right, shout out to Professor Alaor Villela Hermode. Why didn't he close his short? Well, we'll get into that, but essentially the reason why I haven't closed my short is because I am a schlonger, all right? I like to be short and long at the same time. Short and long at the same time. All right, it sounds crazy, but it's not. Here's why. On the long trade, I've made $11,000. Okay, on the short trade, I have made about $10,000. So, overall, I've guaranteed here to have made $20,000. Okay, and while I'm guaranteed, no matter what, I've made 20K. Okay, so here's the thing. Which way is this going to break? There's two options here, right? Either this is simply just going to push up to a new high, or because we have to change the market structure on the daily time frame here, this is going to culminate in a lower high and then we dump down lower. Okay, we can have our biases. We could say, I think this, I think that. At the end of the day, nobody knows for sure what is going to happen. So I have put myself in a position where it doesn't really matter what I feel or think is going to happen, because right now, whichever trade wins out, let's say we pump and my short gets stopped out of my entry. Am I going to be sad that I made $10,000? No. Am I going to be sad that I missed out on all this unrealized profit? No. Because my long trade is now going to be making profit, and I've already had a successful short trade. I made 10 grand on this trade. Anyone who's upset by making 10 grand, I don't know what to say. Okay? Now, for me, I take the trades as they come. If I see a setup, I take a trade. All right? So, for example, I'm in another little short trade right here. This trade right here, is it going to work out? I don't know. All right, but I've already guaranteed a win on it, and so now whatever happens, happens. This is how I trade. It's great for psychology, because then you don't have to sit there and wonder, you know, hey, what's going to happen, right? We don't have to wonder about that. You know what I'm saying? So, I have my biases here, but I look at this as I'm scooping up little gains along the way. I don't have the mentality of trying to open it at the exact top and close at the exact bottom. All right, I had the mentality of, I'm going to open up a trade when I see a good opportunity. I've recognized this could be a massive swing short trade. It could come down much, 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 much lower from here. Therefore, why would I close it if this is a potential, right? But at the same time, when we came down to that area of support and I got the long entry, right? This idea that we were looking for in the Casper Crew VIP Discord, the reclaim and the retest, I would long up to $44,000 to $45,000. We got this entry, so I took the trade, and I'm in it right now. When we got that reclaim, and I've got my targets up a little bit higher here. We've already hit some nice TPs on this, right? I hit a little TP on this today. So that's why I'm long and short at the same time. People think it's ridiculous. They don't understand. You're not losing money doing this. You're making money doing this. It's like you put yourself in a win-win situation. Worst case scenario, you make money. Best case scenario, you make money. All right? Hope that makes sense. Shout out to FitGenius618. 3-day confirms in 5 hours. All right. Shout out to my man, callsign Arax. He says, let's get a last move up to 35K before new all-time high. That would be really nice. And that's kind of what I'm hoping for as well, my friend. So Tom Crown says February will be, you know, I already used a swear word on this stream, so that's the first time Jason Casper's ever cussed live. All right, so I don't know if I can say this phrase, Tom Crown, but you know what? Maybe next stream I'll say it. But here's the thing, it's gonna be bully. He says extremely bullish. I kind of feel you, Tom Crown. Shout out to Tom Crown. Everybody, go make sure to subscribe and like and love on Tom Crown. Okay, he's a great guy. He's a great guy. Shout out to 9-5 and Crypto Content. God is good. Amen. God is good. God bless you. Shout out to Woo. God bless you. Shout out to Wolfman. Ate my crypto. All right. Shout out to Tom Crown. Shout out to Asfar. Shout out to Revy. He says, we are effing bringing it, baby. Why don't I swing trade on MEXC? I swing trade on whatever exchange I want to. All right, it's whatever exchange is open, whatever exchange has the capital on it at the time to take the trade at the leverage that I need. Okay. So look, the trade I am up, the trade I'm in right now on MEXC could be a massive swing trade as well. Shout out to AZTV. I was not cussing up a storm, you know. I had a little slip of the lip here. All right, it was an honest mistake. It was an honest mistake. Is Tom Crown and Eric Crown related? I don't know. Okay, all right. Do you need 2 accounts to Shlong? No, you don't, but you can use 2 accounts. Shout out to Big Butts 28. Shout out to Stan Brad. Okay, so let's get into the analysis, guys. How much profit have I made in January? Have I made 100K in January? I've not made 100K in January. I've made about 50K in trading in January of all my trades. So no, I haven't made 100K. But December was much more profitable for me than January, to be honest with you. December was a crazy month, and October was an insane month for me because all these crazy long trades that I was in from 25K hit major take profits. All right, so look at this. Syndicate X talking about the Chinese New Year. I hope, you know, maybe we can get some FUD. Let's pop on over to our Bitcoin chart here, and let's get right to the analysis. All right. A huge shout out to everybody. Blessings to everybody in Jesus' name. Are there any potatoes stashed in my pants? Not in my pants, but definitely down in the root cellar. Okay. Shout out to John. He just crushed legs. He just crushed legs. All right. It was an arm day for me, baby. Arm day for me. All right. But you know what? I like arm days because they're chill. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. Right? Didn't know Jason Casper was that bro-ish with an arm day. You know, I've been doing the arm day. I like it. All right. Let's see here. Let's see. Okay, so this is where we find ourselves right now on the chart. A crucial area. Now, if you remember the overall context of this market, here is the context. The Bitcoin price has indeed come up to the macro Fibonacci golden pocket retracement. This is very key because for the past 3 Bitcoin cycles, the Fibonacci golden pocket retest is where we rally up to before the Bitcoin halving, before the bull market, and we get anywhere between a 40 to 70% pullback before the halving. Okay? So, here's the thing. Based on historical probabilities, we can come down another 28% here to around our $31,000 area of support. Now, as we came up to this key area, the 618 Fibonacci, as we all know, well, some of us might not know, the 618 level is a female. Her name is 6 Juanita. My high school crush had a huge thing for this chick. I thought she was into me. I had big plans. I was going to ask her out to be my girlfriend. We were going to get matching Ben Coin tattoos. We were going to live happily ever after. We were going to have babies together, start our life. Well, I didn't realize I was in the friend zone, so when I asked her out, she kind of like gagged a little bit, gave me the hand, gave me the face, looked off into the distance and said, Jason, I like you, but like, you know, like a brother. Well, you can imagine the rejection and the heartache that happened, the purple candles flowing out of my soul, culminating in a bear flag and then another move to the downside. Well, here's the thing. One of the reasons why she rejected me is because I was a nice guy. Nice guys finish last. I would hold the door for her and all these nice things. She was into criminals, bad boys, like your man, Sam Bankman-Fried. Now, Sam Bankman-Fried has a problem, as you can tell, with the symmetry of the pectoral section of the body getting lower over time as we were asking 6 Juanita out on a date. Now, as we came to this area to ask 6 Juanita out on a date, we can clearly see that Sam Bankman-Fried was waiting there on Market Cipher B to steal our chick. Money flow and momentum waves were getting lower. Now, this is known in the New England Journal of Medicine as a bearish divergence. As the price gets higher to key resistance and the momentum in the oscillator gets lower, this is known as a bearish divergence. And when you see this on a time frame such as the daily, it can lead to a move to the downside, which we indeed did get here. And this is a level that we were prepared for, which is why I took that short trade, which is why we gave the setup in the Casper Crew VIP Discord, because it's such an important level, right? Historically speaking, very, very, very important level. Now, what has happened since this time? Since 6 Juanita rejected us, Sam Bankman-Fried took our chick. Sam Bankman-Fried is now in prison. Okay? Changes things a little bit, right? Maybe we have a chance. So we have come down, we have changed market structure on the daily time frame. All right, so this is a bearish sign, because since September 11th, 2023, we have been making higher highs and higher lows in an uptrend, right? Low, high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, bam, lower low for the first time. This is our first sign that potentially we're heading into a downtrend. Is it guaranteed to happen? No, because look at this. We did have that happen back here, March 2023, and it culminated in the most epic bounceroni queso of, I would say, 2023. I mean, this was the most juicy move to the upside of 2023. We ended up with a 61% move to the upside from that low. But this is the first sign that we are entering into bearish market structure. So what does this mean? It means now that we have a choice to make. And we're well, not a choice to make, but we have something that we need to do. Because Sam Bankman-Fried is now in jail, we are going to try once again to ask out 6 Juanita. And so if we go ahead and we pull that Fibonacci retracement from the high to the low locally, we can see that we are coming up to her right here at about $45,000. All right. This is going to be the determining place as to whether or not Bitcoin will see a lower high and continue in a downtrend, or if 6 Juanita does go out on a date with us, because there's two factors in our favor right now. All right. Number one, Sam Bankman-Fried is in prison. Okay. Number two, this is not the macro from bear market bottom to bull market top 618. This is a local 6 Juanita. We live in a small country town. Her options are very limited. She might have to settle or come down a few notches, all right, and settle with your boy Jay Casper, thinking, look, if I don't date him, I have no chance of ever getting married or having kids. Okay, so she might settle for us. That's the thing. Here's what we want to see. We want to see the price come up, and we want to see it hold as support, right? We don't want to see the rejection. We want to see it hold as support. We want her to give us the same face that she gave Sam Bankman-Fried back in high school. That longing look, how she longed for him back then. Look at those eyes, flirting away with our arch nemesis over here, Sam Bankman. Right? If we hold this level as support, $45,000, very good chance that we will see a new high on Bitcoin. Now, I want to bring your attention to something on the 4-day time frame. Now, yesterday, when I woke up in the morning, let's see, how's Bitcoin? She's hanging in here, okay? Looks bullish. Market Cipher beat looks so dang bullish on the 12-minute. Look at this money flow. Look at this money flow. The money flow, guys. Why have I been long and strong since Friday? Right? You guys have seen me in this trade since Friday. I've been calling for higher. People saying, we're not going to come higher, Jay. We're not going to come higher. I say, no, we're coming higher. Market Cipher B says higher. Market Cipher B says higher. Market Cipher B says higher. Why? Why was I saying higher, higher, higher? It's because of that money flow. All right. Now, when we take a look right now at the 12-minute time frame, money flow is getting thick. That looks like we want to get a push to the upside. Now, yesterday, when I woke up, I was in the gym doing overhead press, standing overhead press. I love to do it. All right. One of my favorite exercises. Standing overhead press, I looked at my phone in TradingView and I looked at the 4-hour time frame. And do you know what I saw? I saw this. I will go back on replay mode and tell you what I saw. I saw this. All right, I saw the 4-hour time frame, the money flow getting thick, the green dot printing, and I said to myself, there's no way we're gonna come down today. This is bullish as all get out, to use a boomer phrase. All right, my dad would say that. Shout out to my dad. I love you, Pops. Now look, I saw this. I said, we're going to get a pump. Guess what happened? Bam! Look at that crazy pump. We came up for 35 hours. Bitcoin pumps for 35 hours after printing that dot. We came up in 35 hours, another 4%. Now, check out this 4-day time frame right now. What do you see on the 4-day? The 4-day time frame, guys. What do you see? The exact same thing that we saw on the 4-hour time frame is now printing on the 4-day time frame. Money flow getting thick. Green dot a printing. Nice and tight, close to the 0 line. A beautiful trigger wave. I mean, really, when we look at this over time, this does not look bearish to me. When we go to the 3-day, what do we see? Money flow getting extremely thick. Green dot printing, VWAP, yellow oscillator. All right, let's go ahead and make this an area. All right, we'll make it an area make it more. Look at that VWAP, the yellow oscillator pointing straight up. All right, the 2-day time frame. I made a video about this on Sunday, saying if this 2-day confirms, we are going to see more upside. The 2-day confirmed yesterday is why I was still looking for more upside in my stream. 2-day confirmed, and of course we get the upside. Now, if the 2-day confirmation can give us this upside, what is the 3 and 4-day confirmation going to give us? Am I bullish? Now, I'll be honest with you guys. I'm going to bare my soul to you. I do not want to be bullish. I have been on YouTube saying for the past 2 weeks that I'm expecting much lower prices. Okay? But as I watch the chart develop, things are looking less and less and less bearish. Okay? And I trade the charts. I don't trade my feelings. I tried trading my feelings, and I'll tell you how that worked out for me. This is how it worked out. Oof! The rejection. The pain. Okay? So, look, we really need to be careful and prepared, I would say, for Bitcoin to make another high. All right? I'm going to come out and say this now. It's uncomfortable for me to say because I've been hanging on to my bearish bias of this pattern that's been repeating for the past 12 years of Bitcoin rejecting from this level and coming lower. But when I see something like this, right? And when we go to the daily time frame, you know, in hindsight, look at the yellow oscillator as well. Yellow oscillator is diverging here. Okay? I'm just saying, guys, I am not holding on to my bearish bias as much as I was earlier as I am watching these higher time frames start to confirm bullish. Okay? I am just saying that. Look at the weekly. Starting to look like she wants to come up again. So what is the line in the sand for me? As I said, the line in the sand for me is really going to be this area right here, $45,000. Because this is where we really get to know, is 6 Juanita going to date us? Do we have a chance? We might have a chance. So you're saying there's a chance. I'm saying there's a chance, guys. If we hold above the 6 Juanita Fibonacci level, yes, there's a chance. Now, tomorrow, FOMC, shout out to Big Butts 28. I love you, Big Butts. All right, yeah. So look, if we come up and hold above this, tomorrow is FOMC, right? So anything can happen. I don't know. Maybe we'll get the rejection. I don't know. But this to me is the line in the sand, the box of decision. And right now I am pretty much equally bullish and bearish. I was very, very bearish. Once we reclaim this level, I was bullish, saying we're going to hit 45K. As I'm watching these higher time frames develop, it would not surprise me if we do something like this, right? If we don't actually see those lower prices, it would not surprise me. Now, keep in mind, there's a lot of ways this can play out. So this is where we need to compartmentalize our swing trader Jason from our scalper Jason from our day trader Jason. I'd say there's a good chance that Bitcoin goes sideways still and we don't see a massive pump, but there's no reason why we can't see something like this, right? A pump up, come back down to the range, right? Come in, get another move to the downside, and then we hit our lower targets, right? There's no reason why that can't happen. We need to literally just take it as it comes, which is why, as I was saying in the beginning of the stream, the way I trade is, yes, I have a bias, but we need to plan for multiple scenarios and we need to take the trades as they come, all right? If you see a setup, take the setup because you planned for that setup. You're doing it with good risk management. And if the trade runs, it runs. And if it gets stopped out after a small profit, it gets stopped out after a small profit, right? I am short from this area because I saw a setup, CDW, took a short trade, locked in a profit, stop loss above the high, okay? This trade could come down and I could hit another take profit, or it could get stopped out. And if it gets stopped out, guess what? I will make $200 on the trade. Totally fine with that, right? But I'm taking it as it comes because this is This is the way we're going to keep our psychology and our emotions out. We're here, we're trading the charts, we're doing what they say in the moment, we're locking in profits, we're doing it with good risk management, and then we're letting the chips fall where they may, those potato chips. And look, do I want things to be bearish? You betcha. Because I am in a 4.5 Bitcoin short trade from the exact top. And I have been calling the bear since January 11th or January 12th, whenever we put in that high. All right? But I'm just being honest with what the charts are saying right now. All right? So, my next target for these long trades that I'm in right now is going to be the $45,000 level. And guys, we have about 1,700 people in the chat. We only have 400 likes. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. And a huge, huge, huge shout out to all our super chatters in the building, baby. Man, you guys are absolutely phenomenal. Shout out to Callsign RX. Shout out to Crypto Ecclesi. He says, you allow people to post animals beating off to Rainbow Man's post in VIP Discord. Why is that type of content allowed in your Discord group? Shouldn't be allowed, all right? But look, my man, I don't control what people post or don't post, my friend. All right, it is what it is. What it is. What do you want me to do? Shout out to Pedro Morales. Can we look at Bonk? Yeah, we could take a look at Bonk, my friend. All right. Yeah, we could take a look at Bonk. We could take a look at Bonk. Look, if you want to change, be the change. Right? If you want to change, be the change. You know what I'm saying? You don't want those types of posts, don't post those posts. You know, I'm a big fan of being the change, right? I look out at the culture, I hate the culture. I hate the culture, I hate the godless lack of morality that pervades our culture. I hate how families are being ripped apart. So I myself, I fear the Lord, I worship Jesus, I live a biblical lifestyle. I do the best thing I can do to personally be the change that I want to see. You know, I look around, everybody's sick, fat, depressed. So I personally am into fitness, into being healthy. I want to be strong. I want to feel good. I grow my own food. I look around, I see all the corruption in the food industry, all the GMOs, all the glyphosate, all this nonsense. So I grow my own food. And I encourage others to do the same. So look, we can't control what other people do, my friend. We can control what we do. You know what I'm saying? We can control what we do. All right. How do you join the Discord, gang? You go to jasoncaspertrading.com, and we are the most jacked crypto traders in the world. All right, John Ploney. We got Spartan Wrestler up in there. We got Boyan up in there, a competitive bodybuilder. We've got White Phoenix up in there. Actually, I don't know if White Phoenix still lifts, but he used to. All right. XRP is a GMO. Yeah, large families, right? Have babies. Get married. Stay married. Have babies. You know, that's the way to do it. I got my third kid on the way, planning to have more. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to fall into the old Onan trap. Shout out to Divine Hood. Alright. Alright, let's take a look at Bonk up in here. Alright, we did take a look at Bonk recently. Shout out to my man with the super chat. K-Pax benches 500 kilograms. Alright. I'll never buy a van fit Genius 618, but I might buy a bus, alright? No vans for me. Minivans are scientifically proven to cause increased body fat and decrease in hair. Alright, immediate soccer dad. If I buy a minivan the next day, I'm going to be a soccer coach. Not a soccer coach, a soccer dad. Very different. Soccer coaches are fit. Soccer dads are not fit. Alright, they go to the game with their hot dogs and their hamburgers on the sidelines with their soda. Alright, so this is Bonk. Look at this crazy pump. Man, where was the Bonk? Hang on, we did analysis on Bonk recently. Where did we do that? On MEXC? Yeah, okay. So, yeah, bonk. We had this very strange falling wedge pattern that technically has broken out here. So, I'll be honest with you. I really like still. I don't know if we're going to get it, but on bonk, I'm really still eyeing this nice level below 909. Because we have like some liquidity that can be grabbed down there right into the 786. This is the daily time frame. Let's go to the weekly real quick. All right. I mean, that's going to be really nice support. The weekly to me still looks like we could have some downside. The daily, man, how great would it be if we saw some kind of bullish div on the daily? But yeah, money flow coming back up on the daily. We do have an anchor trigger wave here. For me, the best level is going to be taking out these lows, right? Taking out these lows right here, because it seems to be that we have liquidity building up to the downside just based on these lows, right? Based on these lows. We got the trend line right here, these slightly higher lows. You can imagine people have their stops under here if they're trading with low leverage because you got liquidated in a second. I guess trading this thing with high leverage. But yeah, I would imagine just another dip down. We have a daily order block right here as well. That would be, for me, such a beautiful setup. Bullish divergence on the daily. That would be like ideal. But it definitely looks like a bottom is coming soon. Look, this is high time frame analysis. It also really depends on what Bitcoin does. So if Bitcoin starts to dump, well, you know, we could expect altcoins to really bleed. If Bitcoin continues to pump and just stays in this range, we are going to see a crazy alt season again, like we saw a few months ago. So a few weeks ago, should I say. All right, how's Bitcoin doing? She's hanging in there, guys. All right, next target, $45,000. I say this, the 12-minute right now on Market Cipher B looks really good for more upside. All right, looks really, really good for more upside. Shout out to Sniper Martin. Shiba Dog raising an arm to greet someone asking how it's going. Thank you so much for that super sticker, Sniper Martin. I appreciate that super sticker. All right, Joffiel says everybody's getting bullish. That's usually when a big dump happens. Yeah, you know, that is typically when a big dump happens. But I am seeing some like bullish signs on the chart. Like I said, I don't want to be bullish. I want to be bearish. But yeah, we got to take it as it comes. All right. All right. Shout out to Trade Vaos 618. He's going to become a millionaire. God bless you. Shout out to Aladino in the chat. God bless you, man. Shout out to Joe Potter, long and strong. All right. All right. Shout out to Divine Hood. He says a minivan decreases testosterone. Yeah, who knows, man? Like, who knows? You know, I don't know. Shout out to Jeremiah. He says rapture soon. Shout out to Crypto Crank. He wants more babies. Well, all you got to do is plant the seed, my friend, and then see if it'll grow. That's what I do out in the garden. All right. The FOMC forecast. You know, I haven't even looked at what is priced into the market right now on FOMC. Shout out to Max Flexion. Will you take a look at Algo? Yeah, we can take a look at Algo Rand. Shout out to Sniper Paul for the other super chat, man. God bless you, Sniper Paul. Yeah, we'll take a look. Man, look at the look. We got the buffest people. Like, the Casper crew is the buffest trading group in the world. All right, you guys are putting me to shame with your jacked pectorals. All right. Shout out to Nonstop TY doing squats right now. See, look, we got the buffest, the most jacked trading group in the world right here, doing squats. I love me some heavy back squats, deep heavy back squats. You don't know if you're gonna live or die, but afterwards you feel so dang accomplished. All right, we'll have to take a look at Algo. Shout out to Straightway Life. Thoughts on the double blood diamonds on the 24-minute and the bearish div on the 1 hour. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, before we get into Algo, I do want to take a quick look at some of the indicators here. We're going to take a look at order flow quickly. All right. We're going to take a look at order flow. We're going to go to the 15-minute. All right, so we have seen a decrease of OI here, and then just recently we see a whole bunch of shorts opening, which is giving us some locally bullish CVD right here, okay? We see a lot of shorts. We just see 3.1. A big short just came in here, guys. Shout out to Super Chat from Sniper Martin. Bitcoin long or short? Look, I don't know. This for me is absolutely a no trade zone, but if someone put a gun to my head right now and said I had to pick a trade, oh man, it's a tough one. Well, based on what I see right here with all these shorts coming in, I'd say long, okay? But it's really a no trade zone. It really is. Let's see how this plays out. Look at this. 3.1 million short order just came in at the VWAP. Guys, we are literally at VWAP, the fairest of fair price, all right? The whole point of trading is you buy low and sell high. VWAP is fair price, completely fair price. So if you're taking trades at the VWAP, literally on the VWAP, that's the worst place. That's the worst place. I mean, if price has been on VWAP all day, obviously, if we're below VWAP and we come up to it, it's a great place to short. If we're above VWAP and we come down to it, it's a great place to long. But when we are forming a symmetrical triangle on the VWAP, that's a gamble, all right? So shout out to my 3.1 million short gamble. I hope it works out for you, because I'm also in a short, so let's see if it works out for us. Let's check out Market Cipher B for my man, Straightway Life. Okay, he says bear diamond on the 24 on Market Cipher A. Now, personally, I don't really use Market Cipher A, but let's check it out. Okay, so we got a blood diamond here on the 24-minute, and we have a bearish div on the 1 hour. So the reason why I am not as bearish as I usually would be here is because of these lower time frame money flows. 24-minute money flow looks like she wants more upside to me. The 12-minute money flow looks like she wants more upside to me. All right, that's why now I'm not telling anyone what to do. I'm just telling you my thoughts on this. I already said, for me, this is a no trade zone. All right, the trade to be had was right up here, right? We had a CDW at the point of control of the range. So right now, this is really a no trade zone for me, right? The scalp to be had was the CDW at the POC of the range. So for me, this is a very hard place to tell what is going to happen, but I'm seeing bullish signals here that are making me a little bit more bullish than bearish. And we do need to keep our eyes on this 3.1 million short order that just opened here out of nowhere, right? Look at the open interest, decrease, then bam, a huge short comes in, and price is not moving from that short. So very, 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 very interesting stuff right here, guys. All right, so let's take a look at Algo. All right. All right, the Hillary Clinton coin. She likes Algo. All right, let's kind of, what were we looking at? Just out of curiosity. We were looking at a trade setup here a while ago. I guess we're looking at a support resistance flip. What the heck were we looking at here? Oh yeah, we were looking at a potential support resistance flip breakout, right? And wow, we technically got it. We technically did get it, but then that was quickly lost. All right, so let's shout out to my man with the super chat. All right, Sam Heinous, he says crypto trading, treadmill walking, money flowing, son of a gun. That's a silly. All right, shout out to Mike Berry. Shout out to Straightway Life. He says long squeeze coming. He is short. Raj is long. All right. All right. Shout out to Leon Rune. He just finished an upper body split. That's what's up, man, you know. All right. Let's get to the weekly here. And let's remove all this analysis. Let's remove all this analysis. All right, so market Cipher B on the weekly definitely looks bullish. We've got ourselves a nice bullish divergence at the low, and we have a change of market structure here on the weekly time frame, right? High, low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, higher high on the weekly. Money flow curving to the upside, and a clear break of this. And this is a falling wedge pattern. So this looks very strong. This is a sign of strength for algo. Let's zoom in now on the daily time frame. Daily time frame. We have seen a big money flow cross, and we printed a nice big bottom on the daily right here. That actually looks pretty nice for more upside, having confirmed this big daily dot. Let's check out the 2-day. 2-day dot also confirmed. Let's check out our 3-day. 3-day dot confirming a nice trigger wave after the money flow cross. It actually looks pretty good for more upside here. Just based on market Cipher, that looks really good for more upside. Let's check out the support resistance flip. We came down, tested it perfectly. So wow, this actually looks pretty good. Let's check out our 4-day. 4-day looks like a really nice wave could print here. 12-hour money flow crossing once again. It actually looks pretty good, I'll be honest with you. Like, it looks pretty good. Let's check out what else has happened here. Did we get any support resistance flip, any fibs? All right, so we dropped right into the zone between the golden pocket and the 786. Let's check out the volume on this rise. Okay, so yeah, I would say that it looks really nice for more upside. I would say that this is going to be a major area of support, still below, but we're not guaranteed to hit. But what would be the most juicy signal in the world on algo would be to basically get another dip down and see the daily time frame do something like this as the money flow continues to get higher. Right? That would be a home run, grand slam, straight out of the park, into the outfield, up into the grandstand, and the end zone, and all those other sport things that people do. And the target eventually would be the top of the wedge, right? So this is really what I would be looking at right now for a long on algo. Of course, if we don't get that, well, then let's pull the range from the wedge. Yeah, then we would be obviously looking back down to... Man, I have to be honest with you guys, though. This trade setup that I'm showing you here looks so dang nice. It really does. But yeah, so if we don't get that, then we should look down to retest this key support resistance flip at the macro POC at 11 cents. But this one right here is looking pretty nice. If we get another dip down with those bull divs right there, another move down with the bull divs, that would be a nice confirmation, in my opinion. All right, let's get John. Let's make John a mod. All right, let's make John a mod. Shout out to John Ploney. We're gonna get you on a mod. But all right, let's get you. All right, we got you as a mod, man. Into the parking lot. Shout out to Alchemist. Straight into the parking lot, baby. Straight out the lot. All right, let me see if we got any more super chats. I don't want to miss anybody. All right, you guys are awesome. Shout out to y'all. Fitmaster J, any thoughts on maple? Well, I do like to make maple syrup. It's one of the things we produce here on the homestead. My wife likes to boil it down. I go out there and get the sap. And let me tell you, maple sap, if you ever make coffee with maple sap, it's so dang good. All right, maple sap is amazing. It's like water. All right, it's like water. It has the consistency of water. It's lightly sweetened. It doesn't taste like maple syrup. You got to boil it down before it gets thick and super sweet. It's like refreshing water to the soul, all right? To the nefesh. And, yeah, make coffee with maple water. You're in for a treat, all right? An energetic treat. Sugar and caffeine at the same time, but the natural way, all right? All right, so wow, look at this. This is maple. Man, making me thirsty for some maple water right now. So we had this little rough triangle thing. No bullish divs here. We've been since February 22. I don't know anything about maple, okay? Nothing about it. So is this a rug pull? I don't know. You know, I don't know. So right now, I will tell you that the 786 looks absolutely fantastic. $8.41. It is a beautiful support resistance flip going all the way back to July 2022. We had a weekly order block here in November. Then it was a resistance all until the breakout. Okay, so, you know, we could look at this as a break, not only of the diagonal resistance, but also the horizontal resistance. So I would look at this as a major buy zone coming back down into this area. Looks like we do still have more downside on the weekly. Let's go to the daily. Yeah, daily definitely looks like more downside. So I would be interested in $8.41. It looks like we're coming down. This looks bearish to me. Let's come down a little bit lower. Let's pull some Fibonacci's. We already pulled some Fibonacci's. Let's pull some more. Yeah. Yep. The green box, definitely a buy zone for me. Let's pull some volume of the triangular. All right, okay, all right, okay, all right, okay. All right, okay, yep, that's exactly what we want. This box, yep. Support resistance flip zone, 625 to, I mean, really around 8, but I would say 625 to 725 is the ideal zone for me. You know? That is the ideal zone for me. All right, yeah, looks like we get some more downside. How's Bitcoin? Look at this money flow getting thick, man. Bitcoin's about to do something crazy. Look at this. Okay, so we got those 3.1 million shorts. Let's watch and see what happens. Something good is gonna happen. Uh-oh. All right, yeah, man, this is crazy. All right, so look, I feel that we're gonna hit another high. I feel another high is more probable. I said that this morning in the Discord. First thing I said when I saw this price action this morning is I think we're gonna make another high. There's a number of reasons why I think that. One of the reasons is this here too, guys. Look at this. All right, I forgot to mention this. We have a weekly level right here at 43,925. We front ran it by a couple bucks. Whenever this happens, most of the time, we fly right through it next time. All right, so all things considered, I am expecting this to break bullish. All right, I am expecting us to come up to at least. All right, let me show you where I think we're gonna at least come up to is going to be the VA of the range. All right, the VA. Some people say VA. But yeah, I'd say that we are at least going to come up to here at 44.3. But more probable, I would say, is coming up to the local hometown 6 Juanita at 45K. Yeah, so here we go. TP at 45K, baby. Are we going to watch it happen live? Right here. All right. Shout out to Chaz. God bless you, my man. Shout out to Chaz again. HNT. What about INJ? Litecoin USDT. ICP. Time to wreck these traders. Where did I get this beat? This beat is called Thieves. This entire playlist is right over here. All right, Thieves. 100 Thieves Hype Tracks Volume 2, free music to stream, game, or to vibe to. Right, and the vibes are real, you know? We got some nice beats up in here. This is one of my faves. You know, you guys know I like to drop bars to this one. All right, FOMO into the like button, guys. We got 1,600 people up in here, 700 likes. All right, so tomorrow we got the FOMC. Yeah, let's kind of look at that. All right, so it looks like most people are thinking that nothing is going to happen, all right? So that didn't really give us much volatility last time, you know? Not much happened last time. Shout out to Adrenaline Tube. Shout out to Juju. Shout out to Brief Crypto. Shout out to Rico. He says, do not think we go up. All right, we'll have to see. Shout out to Frankie4 Crypto. God bless you, man, with your third on the way. God bless you, man. Team No Sleep, been up for days on these trades with accuracy. Man, I hope you eventually get to rest and recover, my friend. All right. Shout out to the Johnny Boy 1977. All right, y'all. Well, unfortunately, guys, it's that time of day where I am going to have to head out. But I do pray everybody watching and listening is very blessed in Jesus' name, even if you are not religious. And guys, I do think we are going to see another push to the upside. We'll be back, Lord willing, tomorrow. In the meantime, may the Lord bless you and protect you and shine light upon you and have grace upon you. And may the Lord turn his face towards you and give you wholeness and peace. And I'll see everybody in the next stream. Peace, y'all.